of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. So Texas's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can...
this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Running back searching for a hole. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's the handoff. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all
situations. Your base defense, when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on his heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Clemson is quick to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Finds a tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that down a distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Davidson. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes Clemson with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Klutnick. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Wingo. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Quick release by the QB.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. To the air. It's Manning. Trying to set up the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the move, it's Randall. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clemson jumps to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds a tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first. And that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal in those situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yardage. You can't go backwards if you're trying.
Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Working on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean,
there he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Davidson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Caught over the middle, it's Davidson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. Third and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Moore. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Davidson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Finds his tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air. It's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, better look out! He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Davidson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts to...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They'll give it to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. They want to run it left here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
From the gun. Big fella moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll line up to go for two. He's looking to pass. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking for space. It's Randall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise. Breaks into the open.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back is going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd, now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the grab over the middle.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Makes his man miss. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, the ground game. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To throw, it's Klubnik. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The short hands, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He stopped just a chain length or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Manning. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Wingo. Spins away from one. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wants to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
And that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job on the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Lost to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the air, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the early stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
Well, they don't pick up the first down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Moore.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking left. It's complete. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does the portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys